All right. Okay. So, kung maalaala ninyo, we had already the part 1. Okay, so by the way, good day and welcome back no, to our video-based discussion on linear programming graphical approach. Okay po, so you're done with part 1, no, concepts, definitions, no, and other important um, uh, thoughts no, about the topic linear programming graphical approach. So, for this part, no, gusto kong balikan yung case. Although we're done with this, right? Ramirez Furniture Shop, now producing cabinets and dressers. We're done with this, but I want to use this particular slide as our starting point. No? Okay, so ano ba ang nangyari? So gumagawa si Ramirez ng cabinets, ng dressers, no? Kapag ikaw ay um, isang shop na katulad nito, so you're pretty sure no, na all of these uh, products no, has its own demand. No? May mga bumibili talaga nito. Di lang natin alam kung alin ang mas mabili, alin ang hindi. But ganun pa man, meron siyang mga buyer. May mga taong naghahanap ng dresser talaga at may mga taong naghahanap din ng cabinets. And good thing also about this case is dito dinideclare yung mga measures no in terms of hours like for this particular bullet no number 2, assembly has 60 hours of work available no para bang um, uh, you are committed no to your customer na okay I have 60 hours available for the production no for the assembly rather and I have 48 long hours no, each week for the finishing. So kung ano man ang merong available time no, for the entire week, for example, dyan tayo um, mag-adjust. Sabi din dito, making one cabinet needs 2 hours in finishing. So that is also a very good um, uh, time element. No? Finishing 2 hours. 4 hours naman in assembly. Now, when it comes to making one dresser naman, it needs 4 hours for finishing and 2 hours for assembly. So, meron tayong mga profit declaration dito. No? May mga ano. No? So, si cabinet, $100 per piece. Si dresser naman, $80 per piece. So, may magandang tanong dito. How many units of cabinets and dressers should be produced in order to obtain maximum profit? So, yan talaga ang name ng ating activity. Alamin natin kung ano ang magandang combination between cabinet or X and between dressers or Y. At syempre, no, you were introduced to the table. So alam naman natin, for example, in economics, ang hirap create ng graphing, no, kapag wala kang malinaw na tabular presentation of data or tabular representation of data. So in this case, dapat gawin talaga ito natin. It is a mandatory no, sa process. So, ilalahad natin ano yung mga activity processes. So, sabi, time in assembly, time in finishing, tapos meron tayong profit declaration based on selling price. So, kay cabinet or X, sabi dito, 4 hours assembly, 2 hours finishing. Price naman niya, no? Selling price is $100 per unit. Si dresser naman, Y, 2 hours naman assembly, 4 hours finishing. In terms of selling price, $80 per unit. So, time availability again, 60, 48. So, meron tayong mga unknown assumptions dito sa baba, no? Or mga decision variables. Sabi dito, let X number of units of cabinets to be produced and sold to maximize the profit. Ang tanong, ilan yon? Let Y number of units of dressers to be produced and sold to maximize profit. Ang tanong, ilan yon? Okay po. So, yan ang mga tanong na dapat nasasagot. Okay, so it was also introduced to you, no? Itong letter P na yan, nakikita niyo yung cursor ng mouse ko. Yan yung um, pinaka foundation equation or formula for profit or profitability is equal to price times quantity of X, which is unknown for now, and then plus $80 times quantity of Y, which to be produced at unknown pa rin siya sa ngayon. Okay, so inuulit dito yung mga constraints, no? Okay, from inequality to equality. Pinapakita dyan. Okay po, so we're done with that. Also, from, nakita niyo yung kulay blue part dito. Okay, so 6048, ang ginamit na ngayon ay equal sign. Ganun lang. Ngayon, may mga combinations tayo. No? Yung left assembly, yung right finishing. So may mga X and Y combinations at mahalaga yan para ma-establish natin yung what if kung isi-zero out natin yung production ng isang item at mag-focus tayo sa kabila or the other way around. No? What if kung pagdating kay finishing, ito naman ang gagawin natin. No? Isi-zero out natin ang kabila in favor of the other side. So, meron tayong ganyan. Kaya substitution is also a very good approach or as part of the process. No? So, again, yan lang naman no, ay mga inassume natin. Remember, we are limited to time availability. Na hindi tayo basta nakikipag-commit no, sa ating mga customers kasi meron din tayong mga limitation in terms of time. Kaya yung ating mga assumptions na yan ay nakaangkla din yan doon sa time availability. Well adjusted yan doon. Okay po. So, yan, dinala ko dito sa particular slide na ito yung mga values ng X and Y. No? So, assembly and finishing yan. Okay, now, sundan nyo yung cursor. No? The first X is 0. Halimbawa, isi-zero natin ang production kay cabinet or X. Then, si Y ay gagawin natin 30. So, tingnan niyo yung cursor ko. 0, ito yung part na ito. No? Lower left corner. Yan yung 0. Common to X and Y. Common to X and Y. And then 30, that is Y. No? X0, Y30. So, sundan yung cursor ko. Ito yung 30. No? Sa itaas. No? Sa Y. Okay, so we're done with that. And then, mamarkahan natin dapat yan. No? Mamarkahan natin. So, 0 and then 30. Next, if Y is 0 naman, and X is 15. So, therefore, balik ka sa 0. Tingnan niyo yung cursor ng mouse ko. Balik ka dyan. I-highlight mo, iba-blacken mo, and then punta ka ngayon kay 15. Ito yung portion. No? Punta ka ngayon kay 15. Mamarkahan mo din. Yan. So, dahil, saka mo ngayon i-draw yung line from 30 to 15. Dapat na i-draw mo yan kaagad. No, baka, kapag hindi mo may draw kaagad, baka later on, magkakamali ka ng draw. Kaya kapag buo na yung combination ng X and Y, then you draw the line. You draw the line. Okay, we're done. So, punta naman tayo sa next, finishing. So, if X is 0, and then locate 0 again, and then Y is 12. So, Y is 12. Itong portion na yan. And then, mamarkahan mo, no? Mamarkahan mo. Next, if X is 24, then Y is 0. So, saan yung 24? Ito yun. Mamarkahan mo. Tama? So, buo na. buo na yung dalawang point. And then again, lilinyahan mo ulit. Okay na po. So parang kung mapapansin mo, parang letter X. No? Okay, now, this time, dahil tapos mo nang gawin yung graphing, no? Ilolocate mo yung tinatawag na convex of polygon. Napakadali lang. Napakadali lang. Tingnan nyo itong part na ito. Ha? Ibababa ko lang yung slide ha, para makita nyo. Tingnan mo tong part na to. No? May nakalagay na number 3. Tingnan mo to, number 1, number 2, para siyang clockwise, number 3, and then number 4. Tama? Saan ang number 3? Yung point of intersection ng dalawang linyang iginuhit. Okay? So, balik ako sa taas ha. So, where is now the point of intersection? Ito yung number 3. Part yan. Nakita niyo ba yung cursor ng aking laptop? Ayan, yan yung number 3. So, yan ang point of reference nyo, ha? Tandaan ninyo, para dyan nyo itutok yung corner nitong dinodraw natin na convex of polygon. No? It can be a square-like or it can be a rectangle-like depending on the connections, no? Nung combination. Nakadepende. So, for these combinations, yan yung naging convex of polygon. Now, check. Saan siya? Tingnan niyo yung ano ko. From, from the corner down there. Di ba 12? And then from the corner, follow my cursor. From the corner down there. Di ba 6? Di ba 6? Okay. So, therefore, no, it's about that. Okay? Ibig sabihin, 6 for y and 12 for x. Ibig sabihin, ang pinakamagandang combination when you decide to produce, no, between or among cabinets and dressers, ayan na, sinasabi na niya na okay, mas favorable at mas practical, no, for you to have that combination, no? 12 at 6, no? Alright, so baba tayo. Baba tayo. Okay, ito Excel version, so mas malinaw yan. Baba tayo. Now, ito na-achieve na rin natin to nung nakaraan, di ba? Okay, na-achieve natin yan. Okay, so, ayan na, no? The formula is there, kinopya lang natin, pinakita lang natin yung process. Now, what is new in this particular slide? Yung inutusan tayong i-multiply, no, ng factor of 2, yung first equation, yung 4x plus 2y is equal to 60. So, maging masunurin lang tayo, edi, i-factor natin. And these are the results, no? Napapansin ninyo, bigla nang nagkaroon ng value si x. And the value is 12. Tama. And then, on the other hand, gusto nating malaman yung value ng y. Kasi na-stress tayo. Sabi, oh, may value na si x, pero si y wala pa. Okay? So, ang ginawa natin ay nag-substitution na kagad tayo dahil available na ang value ni x. Kaya kung mapapansin nyo dito sa bandang kanan, no, sa substitution, makita nyo yung cursor ko, tingnan nyo, 4, instead of 4x, ang nakalagay dyan ay 4 times 12. Okay? Substituted by the value of x. Kaya, as the formula proceeds, kung mapapansin mo, may mga transposition, no? Yung transposition from left to right and right to left. No? If it is unknown, dapat sa left. If it is known, dapat sa right. However, every time you do the transferring or transposition of number from left to right, merong changes in the sign of number. No? Positive becomes negative when transferred from left to right or the other way around. And ganon. So, magiging positive ang negative at magiging negative ang positive. So, okay, you have your y na. you have your y na. So, 9, uh, sorry, 6y and 12x. That is daw the best combination. Okay, so be it. Now, mukhang hindi pa kumbinsido ang lahat na yun na talaga, no? Kasi meron ka ng manual computation. Tama. So, sabihin natin hindi kumbinsido. No? Okay, you proceed in this particular area. Na meron ditong identification of the points x and y. Tapos, the other side, the right side, na mapapansin ninyo, bumalik bigla yung formula ng profitability. Itong part na ito ay na-establish natin ito bandang unahan pa before we start the computation, the linear programming graphical. Di ba part of the process yan? No? Yung formula. So this time, okay, hindi lang siya formula or equation, kundi, okay, meron ng value yung mga dating walang value. Like for example, the x and y. Okay po. Okay, take a look on graph point number 1. Graph point number 1. 0, 0. Saan galing yung 0, 0? Balik ko muna kayo ha sa graph point na sinasabi ko. Okay, gagamitin natin tong slide na ito. No? O, kaya ito. Graph point number 1. Tingnan nyo nga itong mga nilagay kong numero sa gilid. Nasaan yung cursor ko? Yan, o, tingnan nyo yan. 1, akyat ka. 2, and then kanan. 3, and then baba. 4, yung natabunan ng red na bilog. Para siyang clockwise. Okay, so balikan natin. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, balik na ako sa baba ulit. Tingnan nyo yan. Okay. So, graph point number 1 is 0, 0. Bakit 0, 0? Kasi ang graph point number 1 is ito yun. No? Common area ni x and y na ang value ay walang iba kundi 0. 0. Yung pinakakantong yan. Okay po. Next. Now, if that is the value of x and y, punta tayo sa kanan, no? Okay. So, gagamitin natin yung value, no, na dineclare based on the graph. 0, 0. So, 100 times 0 plus 80 times 0, the answer is 0. Walang profit. P is equal to 0. Now, graph point number 2, 0 and 12. Okay, balikan natin very quickly. Number 2, oh, ito. Oh. So, that is 0, x, and 12y. Tama? Okay, so that's it. So, kung mapapansin mo, 0, 12. So, 100 times 0 plus 80 times 12, meron kang 960 and so on and so forth. Now, graph point number 3, 12, 6. Tama, yun yung lumabas sa convex polygon. So, graph point number 3, 12, 6. And then if you are going to utilize the figure or number in the equation, then that is 100 times 12 plus 80 times 6 is equal to $1,680. And then another combination is graph point 4. Okay? Graph point 4 is 15, 0. 15x, 0, y. So, check. 100 times 15 plus 80 times 0, then the result is 1,500. Look, alin sa apat na computations ang makapagbigay ng malaking profit? Based on P is equal to 100 times X plus 80 times Y. Alin? Graph point 3, which is 12 and 6, X and Y combination. So, ibig sabihin, hindi nagsisinungaling ang computation. Tama. No? Mapa-manual, mapa-Excel, tama ang iyong computation. So, sabi dito, 1,680. Alright po. 12y and 6x combination. Okay? So that's it. So mahalaga na na-achieve na nakakarating kayo sa portion na to as you complete kasi nga meron din siyang parang checking, no? Check and balance kung tama ba ang graphing o may mali or else ulitin niyo yung process. Okay, next. Now, for your activity, babalikan nyo na yung video number 1 at saka tuloy nyo ng video number 2 for linear programming graphical approach. Ang gagamitin nyo, you follow the same procedure and then ang gagamitin ninyo ay itong example na ito. So, instead of cabinet and dresser, pinalitan ko lang, ginawa kong shampoo and conditioner. So, yun lang ang binago ko, no, for your practice. And then, dalawang process din, no, mixing and packing. Actually, dapat actual yan eh. No? Pwedeng 4 yan, pwedeng 5, no? Pwedeng ganon. Pero ngayon, gagamitan lang natin ng dalawa. And then profit. Dito naman, 500,000 per batch, hindi per piece. Okay din naman. Yon, no? Per batch ang presyohan. Kaya kapag may bumibili, bulto-bultuhan. Hindi pwedeng tingi. Bakit? Factory yan eh. Na makakabili ka ba ng isang dosena lang na sachet sa factory? Bulto-bultuhan. Kaya mas magandang pag-usapan ay um, batch. So, 500,000 per batch na kaagad. Okay? And then 900K per batch na kaagad for the conditioner. And time availability 12/16. So, based on your data. So, again, may mga X unknown and Y unknown assumptions. No? Diyan. Na kailangan i-discover using the same process that we had. No? Yan. So, that is your activity ha for submission. Okay. So, that's it. Now, pinakita ko na sa inyo ito para meron na kayong mapag-umpisahan. No? Pero alam nyo, yun na yan. Na-discuss na natin yan. Yung formula ng profitability, andyan pa rin yung X and Y. Okay? Dapat magkakaroon yan ng value later on. Okay? And dire-diretso yung inyong computation. So, I think, no, we're good. That's all for now. No? Yan ang inyong activity po, ha? Okay? Yan ang inyong gagawing activity. So that is an open book, no, activity. You can always go back, no, to the video, okay, para makuha ninyo yan. Okay, so good luck. Okay, so if there are other questions related to this, we can simply continue our conversation in our GC, no, at sasagutin natin yung mga tanong na iyan. Okay, so that's all for now. Good day. Bye.